try not to cry. It feels weird to be vulnerable. Try not to cry. There's a lot.
Yeah. I think it's probably the most you've ever really talked about it. I mean,
it's weird. I don't want to talk about feelings. I'm not here to talk. I know the answers. I know what I've set boundaries. I've done all the things. It doesn't matter.
Don't be blaming me now. You've already blamed everybody else in your life.
Because,
you can't put this on
heck no. I have had restraint this week to not get out of that bed and kung fu you.
You can't even say meat around you, and you get you start laughing.
So damn sweet.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
We are a match made in heaven.
Welcome to the Wife Approved podcast. I'm Shane.
And I'm Caroline.
Let's go. So yeah, a new iPhone came in the mail today. Yours will be here in a few weeks, maybe a couple weeks. Yours will take a little bit longer, but you got a new iPhone coming. We talked about that last week, so you're excited about that.
Don't be trying to use mine when you drop yours on the first day and break it. Do you have a case yet?
I have one case that I was given when I was out there in Germany.
So put it in it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's so tempting.
You're going to break it, Shane.
It's so tempting to use it without a case.
And then it ruins your whole day.
It's a piece of art. Well, it does ruin your day if you break a new iPhone. Yeah, I've definitely done that. I probably should learn. I'll put it.
Should probably listen to your wife.
Yeah. All right. So how you doing? We're back for another episode. Been busy this week.
Yeah, we got some good feedback about the episode last week.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
On YouTube, or was it on YouTube?
Well, yeah, YouTube.
Okay.
Text messages.
Oh, okay. So
too.
That's been a weird thing I've noticed. Something I'm not used to is
it's everyone we know is
people
also watching
that we know in real life that are like commenting and watching and liking and stuff.
Texting.
That's new for me, and it's kind of weird. Because when I did YouTube, I mean, I obviously like built a business essentially doing YouTube, put out these videos every week on camera forever, but nobody in my real life watches or cares. I've like very, very few people have ever been like, oh, watch that video or this and that, you know.
To this day.
It's very rare. Yeah, to this day. Because like, you know, it's very niche thing, I guess. You know, the smart home stuff, and like most people in my regular daily life, I guess, just aren't interested in it.
Yeah.
So
I for sure wasn't.
That's kind of weird, but I don't know. Good feedback, I guess, is always good. We did get a 5-star review. I got right here. So let me read this 5-star review. And if you watch this, we would appreciate a 5-star review, or you know, drop a comment or anything like that on YouTube. We do appreciate that a lot, but we got a really good 5-star review. It says here, I've been following Shane on YouTube for a while. His smart home content is top notch and a must watch for anyone into home automation. So when I heard that he and his wife, this is a long one, by the way. So when I heard that he and his wife, Caroline, launched a podcast, I figured I'd give it a shot, even though I'm not usually into podcasts. Well, I'm glad I did. The Wife Approved podcast is something special. The conversations between Shane and Caroline feel so real, natural, and refreshingly authentic. It's not just tech talk. It's about life, marriage, and the chaos that comes with life. I even shared it with my wife, and I know she'll relate to Caroline's perspective just as much as I do Shane's. I don't normally leave reviews, and I rarely listen to podcasts, but this one has me hooked. Great job, Shane and Caroline. I'll be tuning in for every new episore.
That is so damn sweet.
Yeah, that's like the nicest thing anybody's ever said. And that was very nice. So thank you it was ITOSOLIS. I don't know how to say that, but I'm just spelling it right now.
My favorite thing to do is to watch you try to pronounce names
words. I screw stuff up all the time.
Like you were just so laser focused trying to do that.
Well, I mean, how would you say that?
I can't see it. I'm blind, babe.
Well, you're blind and I can't talk.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
We are a match made in heaven. But thank you so much. It's definitely a free way, I'd say, to like support us, especially since a lot of you are in our day-to-day life. Leave us a a comment, a like, a review on what they
Apple
can do.
Apple Pod. This one was on Apple Podcasts, so that would be awesome. But wherever you listen, leave a review
or rate it
if you don't mind. Yeah, leave us a rating or review. That would be awesome. We do appreciate the feedback, and we're continuing to improve, or we're going to try to improve. I was thinking like everything's changing a little bit. If you're watching the video versions every week, like we're moving stuff around. I wanted our little mixer up here so I could see the audio levels better while we're filming. And I don't know, I want to get a new camera. Like I want to have a couple cameras in here. That's going to come soon.
A better angle.
And we need something for this wall.
Yeah, I've got it. Slat wall, dark color, like maybe like this. And then we need to get like a wife approved sign.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I said a slat wall before in the past. And you were like, that's stupid.
I did not say that.
I think so.
Oh, you're lying.
I think so.
You were wanting to get some goofy piece of art to put back there, and I'm like, eh.
Well, that was before the podcast.
Well, thank God you didn't order a expensive piece of art.
You could always take it down and move it. But yeah, you mentioned LEDs or some kind of lighting, and
that'll look bad.
Like
right?
There's just so much lighting in this room. Like I don't want, and this like reflects off the TV right there. So yeah, maybe some kind of slat wall, but is that overplayed? Like I see that in so many podcasts.
I think it looks
stuff.
so good though, because it's like brown. I think it should be darker, and then the wife approved sign should be like black or white or whatever, something.
Okay.
And it's just simple. I think it's like timeless. I don't know.
All right. Well, you're the boss.
But thank you again for those comments. This is how we interact in real life. This is just who we are. It is real and authentic. I can't wait for the day we're fighting, because that one's going to be really good.
Oh no, that was one of my fears. Remember, I mentioned that in the first episode. That's my fear. Like I'm not looking forward to that day. I don't want to sit and talk to you when I'm pissed.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but we are. I mean, this really is authentic. So I'm glad that came through, especially because I was so nervous at first. I was worried I was going to like suck real bad.
Yeah.
I don't think I've sucked. Right?
Oh, there's so many ways I want to take that.
Oh, God, that was bad. Stop.
Oh, man. All right, we're going to move on from that.
Oops.
So, are you feeling okay? Feeling good this week? We record these at the end of the week, so.
It's been a rough week. Not going to lie. I've been feeling very blah.
Yeah.
Like real blah.
Yeah.
For real. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know why. It's been
I mean, kind of. I kind of know.
It's just been a rough week. Like, if you cut on your TV or open your phone, it's like that's been very heavy. Anyway, period. That was super sad. So that kind of like, I think started it.
The assassination and
yeah. I mean, I don't give a shit what you believe in, your politics, your nothing, skin, where you come from. That was horrible. And I like actually saw the video and I didn't know what I was watching and I wasn't expecting that. And so that really has messed with me emotionally, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to move on from that because whatever.
I think we discussed like whether or not we wanted to talk about that. I think it happened maybe like right before our last filming something.
It was too heavy.
We decided not to just because, really just because it's like all you've been seeing.
Yeah, I didn't want to be another, platform just pushing it because I couldn't get away from it. And I was like trying to escape it.
All right. So,
but then, Friday night at dinner, without sharing too many details, I think I broke down, and I don't really know how to articulate what I deal with. So as a mom, moms, wives, you can relate, and maybe, single dads, maybe you can relate. I don't know if it's a woman thing, but I carry a heavy load every single day for my children, like both of them, their failures. I think this is like, they say this about moms. I carry their failures. I carry their success. I carry their worries, their fears, their, happiness, all of it. Like I carry it for them. And I know that sounds like weird as hell, and it might sound weird to you, but I carry that weight on me every day. Plus my own just mom worries and anxieties. We've been through a lot. Like, Mariko lost her daughter. It was my godchild. So there's a lot, I think, I almost have like PTSD from that. So I have my own load. I carry my children's load. They come to me about everything.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. Like I am their I'm their mother and I am their number one fighter and they know it. They confide in me, you know, and that's what I'm supposed to do. That's my job. Right. And then you're my husband. So I carry a lot like day to day, day in, day out. And then my family, I come from like a divorced family, but all of them, I got to just be careful. It's not all of them. I'll take that back. But a lot of them are constantly telling me what they need from me all the time. Like I'm always like needed.
Yeah.
And every catastrophe, I don't feel like it's ever anything positive. I guess it is from some of them. But I'm just constantly needed.
Yeah.
And when I get the text message or when I get the phone call, it seems probably silly to most people, but it will just full send me into almost tears. Yeah. And I think it's because my load already is so heavy, but it has been this way my entire life. And I think I'm 38. Am I 38? I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. And it's not just family, it's friends too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just wild to me. I'm just like, why does everybody, I can't figure out, and I want to be there for people. Like, let me like preface this. I want to be there for people. Yeah. It brings me joy to help people, but it comes at me from every freaking angle. And I, like, even with friends, you know, I don't know, like when we were talking at dinner and I was upset, I don't know how in the hell I got here and why. Like, I'm nothing special. Like, why, you know? And so, like, I am constantly carrying other people's loads. And, like, I don't want anyone to, like, attack you for this. But, like...
Attack me?
Yeah, like, because, like, I just don't dump on anyone. Like, I have so much shit.
Why would anybody attack on me?
Because I feel like some people might say, well, your husband should be...
Oh, yeah.
You know,
okay.
It's not... I literally... And this is probably a fault of mine. I keep everything in.
Well, I think... So, from my perspective, like, I've seen you... I've watched this for years and years and years. Right? And you do want to help people. You do like to help people. You're a strong person and you've got your shit together and you make things happen as well. Like, you know, you take care of business. If something needs to get done, whatever, you get it done. You're just a strong person. And, you know, kids, so there's just different aspects here. Like, you're a good friend, so that's probably why your friends will go to you, but also because you're strong and you know, you always have good advice and whatever, you're smart. All those good things. So that's probably why your friends go to you. Your kids go to you because your mom.
Like, they should.
Moms, yeah. I mean, we've got one who's almost 21. Like, you know, he's tapered
off coming to me.
Okay, well, that's good.
But he does
it's
still.
Time.
But in his hard times, he does.
Yeah, and that's good. But, you know, kids go to their mom for that kind of, like, what is the saying? Like, moms are there... I forget how it goes. Like, moms are there for their kids, like, emotionally and stuff like that. And I mean, I want to be too. I try to be there.
It's nurturing.
But yeah, like I saw a quote. I wish I could remember it the other day, or a video. But like, dads are there to basically raise the kids to be like independent, like, and to take care of themselves. You know, and that's my primary goal. You know, is for them to take care of their stuff, take care of themselves on their own. Eventually, you know, that's what dads want. So it's just a different way of parenting, but
I think I parent that way too.
But I think, you know, we have very different families in like, you know, from childhood and stuff, like our extended families and everything. And not, you know, I don't want to shit on anybody here, but not too many of yours has had their stuff together, you know, their shit together really. And like, you just always have, like, even, you know, when you didn't have money, you just are smart. You just get things done and you're just like everybody's rock. I've seen it for years and years and years. Your family, you've got it coming from every side, all across your family. They call you when they need something all the time. And if it's not one, it's another. And it's just, it's hitting you nonstop. And I think, that eventually will just wear on you a little bit. And especially when you got your own stuff going on. So, I mean, I remember there was a time, you talked about, your goddaughter passing away a few years ago. It was after that your stepmom passed away. You had it was a rough year. We touched on it before, and there was a time where you just like had to say like to everybody, I'm emotionally unavailable. Like you just couldn't do it anymore, And so when your own cup gets so full, you can't really, that's I think where you're at this past week or whatever. And you just said, we were
But
just,
it's constant.
I know,
It's like since I have been a teenager.
I know.
And I do have family that does have their shit together financially. I mean, again, it doesn't matter. It's not about having their shit together.
It's not just about money. I'm not talking about just money. It could be money. It could be emotionally, all kinds of things. And for some reason, everybody just goes to you, and they always have. And people probably think we're like, maybe kind of being dramatic about this. I'm here to tell you, we're not. I've watched it for years and years to the point where it's not uncommon at all, for us to be out to dinner and you get a phone call and it's like, and I'm just kind of standing there watching like, what crisis are we dealing with today?
Yeah,
Everything's a crisis.
I am everybody's 911 call. And like that, like I want to be that. And I'm not, it's like friends too. Like,
yeah,
it's not like I want to be there for people, and I guess I'm good at it.
Yeah.
But then I carry it, and
well, you always know what to do. I mean, I think that's probably why people go to you, because you do always seem to know what to do.
But it's with certain family members, it's like every catastrophe is my problem to figure out. And I have set up, boundaries and all that, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I can say it 100 times. I can beg and plead, and it's constant. It's today, and my eye is twitching, and usually your eye twitches, twitch a couple times throughout the day, but mine has been twitching this week nonstop, constant. It only stops when I go to bed, and it's starting to like scare me a little bit. Because I Googled, and I tell everybody not to Google your symptoms, and it's like a sign, I guess. Bell's palsy can happen where like one side of your face is paralyzed. Like it just happened to Bristol Palin. Anyway, I Googled it.
You're just too stressed out.
I am, and I just can't, I just don't do that really to anyone. Now, I'm not going to say that I haven't had like a freaking emergency and that I haven't called a friend panicked. I need your help, because I've done it, but it's rare. Yeah. I keep everything in. I don't want to dump my load on anyone. I don't really even talk to you about it. I internalize it. I'll keep it in, and usually until I can't keep it in anymore, because I don't want to dump on you. And I want people to know, like, you're there for me. It's not like I feel like I can't. I literally just don't do that anymore. And I don't know if it's because I think there was a time that I did confide in someone, not everything, but I did confide in a person, and it burnt me. And that was like last year, so and it wasn't like everything again, because I don't tell everybody everything. I think, some things just need to be private, but like, I just don't have anyone, and I have you, but like, I don't do that to people. And I do want to help my family and my friends, and like that is what life is about. But mine is times 25. It's not at a normal level, and it's impacting me. And then I am mean, to family.
Yeah.
Why are you so mean? And it's like, I'm just tired, you know.
Well, I think I told you the other day. I mean, it might have been that day. Like everybody leans on you. And then, I mean, I'm here, you lean on me, that's all we can do. But I think at this point, you probably don't say much, because I don't know that there's really much to say. I mean, other than just getting it off your chest.
But I'm in here. Like you talk about your brain going. Yeah. I'm trying not to cry. Feels weird to be vulnerable. Trying not to cry. There's a lot.
Yeah. I think that's probably the most you've ever really talked about it. I mean,
It's weird.
yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I just will say, if you have your mom as a woman, like I wish I had that in somebody. My mom, was dealing with her own stuff. She was my age. She was, had kids, going through a divorce. I mean, my mom just had her shit. But, I just have never had that. So if you're a female and you have your mom and she helps you with your kids or whatever.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Because I just I don't have it. And I have you. I don't want anyone to attack you because like we're a good team and you help, but it's just different. Like I don't want to seem like a weak little bitch, for lack of a better word. I'm not a weak bitch. I don't.
You're not.
I don't. And like
no.
I just keep everything in. I don't dump on people. And I will say like, I'm afraid my friends are like never gonna like call me again or my family, and I don't want that. I sometimes want certain people to figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
And
well, I think
I don't know. And I'm thankful for the friends who have answered when I called.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm calling, it's an emergency.
Yeah.
It is like bad, and I need you. And I have some of the best friends. I'm so thankful for that because they show up,
mm-hmm.
And they did. And I've showed up for them. And that's what it's about. But I just get it from everywhere. And I can't figure out why. Like, I think I looked at you and was like, I'm tired. Like, why?
I don't know.
Like, I'm not that great.
I mean, I remember, years and years ago, like, long time ago, going through this. And I think you used to talk to me more about stuff. And then, I don't know. It's just causes more stress and things. So I think maybe you just kind of and maybe you just got used to it. I don't know.
I guess I'm just like, what's the point of
I mean, you
talking
can
about
always
it?
talk to me about it. It's guys want to fix things, so there's, I probably would give you advice that you didn't need back then, but I know now.
Well, it's just, you would tell me something I already know because you and I are a lot alike.
Yeah.
But I don't want to dump any of my bullshit on you. Like, I don't want to.
I mean, that's what we're here for.
I know, but that's just how I'm wired. Like, if I end up breaking down, it's because it's like bad, and I basically stuffed until I'm like, and then you're like, what's happening? Because you don't know.
Yeah.
What's been going on or whatever.
That's very much how I think a lot of men are.
Am I like a man?
I mean, emotionally, maybe.
Shit. Maybe that's why everybody calls me.
Guys, I've said to you before, like when we've had tough times, like at least you have a couple of those friends. Like you got one or two that you can and you will go talk to about anything. I
don't when it's happening.
But
I'll stuff it for a week.
A lot more than I do, or I have. I can say that because I've heard you talking to them before. And, guys just, I don't really have that, honestly. Like, I don't have anybody that I talk to like that,
Well, I think it burned you too.
I mean.
You did talk and then it burns us.
We've all kind of had those experiences, but guys just in general, a lot of times, even if you did have, I've got some really good friends, and there probably are people I could go to, I guess, but guys just don't generally do that.
And I guess that's me. Like I just don't.
And it does. Like I've had times, like we've had some rough times, where when talking about back when, how bad it got for you, that, it equally, maybe not equally, but in a different way was really, really tough on me. And
the weight of everything I couldn't do was on you, and then you watching me like that, it was awful.
Yeah, and like as a man, being able to do anything to fix it or whatever was.
You are Mr. Fix It.
Was tough, but I mean,
but maybe that's me.
And so I've just for years, figured out how to deal with all that emotions and stuff like that on my own,
Well, that's what I do,
like,
I guess.
I've never really talked much about feelings and things like that either, and that's, it's not to say guys don't have them. We just don't really talk about them too much. And I think most guys would just rather go hit a punching bag or something. It usually, a lot of times it manifests with guys, it can probably manifest in anger and stuff. You'll break down and start crying. Me, I'll get so mad I want to punch through a wall. That's not a normal thing, just to be clear, everybody. But when things are going on with teenagers or whatever, you're so frustrated, you're in fights and stuff. Like, there's been times I'd hit the punching bag just to let out some frustration,
Like, I will tell, my closest friends, maybe some of maybe what I'm dealing with or what happened, whatever, what's bothering me, but not really. Like, I don't know if I used to do that more. And then Mariko is my best friend, but I don't even really, I tell her stuff, but it'll be like way after it happened again, unless it's like an emergency. Like, she's going through so much right now that, like, when I see her, I want it to be like upbeat and fun. And I think I'm like that with my other friends too. Like, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
Right.
And honestly, like, if I start talking about it, I get worked up and it makes me like annoyed, and then I don't know, I just keep shit in, and that's probably not good. Well, but it wouldn't matter if I let shit out. It's nonstop.
Well, I think we got here because, you're talking about your mom. I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but, I think it's safe to say that you were pretty much the mom for many years growing up. And I don't know if that, influenced other relationships that you've had and why people go to you. But at least in that case, you kind of took on the mom role. Plus, you were actually a mom since you were like
16,
17. So like, and, I told you before, that was one of the things that I kind of admired about you is like you at such a young age, I met you when you were 19. I didn't have kids yet, but I could tell you were taking care of business. I like that. And you take care of business, you just get things done. And, it's just a balance, it sounds like maybe you need to go to therapy or something.
No, I don't want to go to therapy. I go to the gym.
Does,
but I don't need like, I already know the answer.
So I think you're basically just a dude.
Yeah. Like, I know the answer. I don't want to go to therapy. Like, the gym more than physical is mental for me.
That's me all day long.
But I don't want to talk about feelings. I'm not here to talk. Yeah. I know the answers. I know I've set boundaries. I've done all the things. It doesn't matter. But
when you don't talk about it or let it out, it's going to come out while you're sitting at dinner, trying to have a meal with your husband.
Yeah, but
somebody gives you a phone call and then that cup just overflows.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty good at like letting most things roll, but it's just so nonstop. And I think some of the pressure and the weight too, we're just so busy, like, with work. Like, I am just so busy all the time. And then again, here's the weight that I'm carrying for my children, my own stuff, and then everybody else's piles on. I just want to say, like, I love my family. I love my mom.
Yeah.
I love my friends, like, absolutely, period. My mom would give her last dollar to a stranger. She is a great person,
soul.
Whatever. It's just, and I'm not just talking about her. It's not just about my mom.
People go to you, like your whole family.
Everybody.
Your
siblings,
Yeah,
everyone.
they go to you. And I think that probably just, speaks to who you are. So I guess consider it a compliment, but I'm sure it's a lot to deal with.
It's like somehow I become this, and what, like, am I the matriarch? Like, Meemaw was that. Maybe, and that's, she had a lot of influence on me in my life growing up. And my mom will say, you're a lot like her, but I don't know. I'm like, how did I get here? You don't have it.
Yeah.
And I don't know many people that do have it to the level. Again, there is a normal amount that is acceptable. And then there's not. And I don't know anyone. And I know a lot of people. I grew up here, born and raised, and maybe people don't talk about this. And so that's why, like, I wanted to talk about it, because if you do go through this, man or woman, like, I feel you, like, deep in my bones. Feel you. And I don't have an answer for you. But
well, maybe this podcast is your therapy. That's
well, you know what has made my eyes stop twitching 24/7? Sleep. And you know what else?
alcohol.
Beer. And I literally just talked on this podcast that I'm not a big drinker, and I am not.
Yeah,
But I have
been
drank.
putting them back this week.
I have, but not to like get drunk. Like I haven't gotten drunk or anything. But that first beer, my eye stops.
Well, back when, so I've gone through those periods where my eye just is twitching like crazy for a week, 2 weeks at a time. And probably the last time it was doing that I really, maybe sometimes in the whole YouTube career when things get really crazy during certain weeks or something of the year. But I definitely remember it when I was working still before I quit my job. And, like you're dealing with a lot on that front too.
Yeah, that probably has.
And so, I'm not going to say it again. I've already said it a bunch of times, but I'm ready. I want you to be able to quit doing that. And that will probably relieve a whole lot of stress from you.
It will. I know it will. Something's got to go. And I don't want it to be, I don't want it to be my friends or family. Like
Yeah.
I hope I articulated this correctly. I probably didn't. I love that. I just want it to be at a normal level. But yeah, again, it's the pressures and then people family not understanding what I'm going, like they can't understand because they're not in it and doing it. The pressure of, I've got 2 kids. I have a grandkid. My daughter's in like sports, and then the 2 jobs and, and again, maybe it's me. Like, I don't know, maybe I just have too much, on my plate. But I think even when I didn't, no, I'm taking that shit back. Even when I didn't have this shit on my plate, it was constant. Anyway, I'm just tired. I'm tired.
It's been like this forever. I mean, again, as long as I can remember, for a long time, like you got I don't know what all you want to say, but you got a sister who's in recovery now, but for many, many years, like that was always something you were dealing with. There's always phone calls. There's always drama. Like it was nonstop drama, like to the point where every time you get a phone call, I'm just like, shit, what are we dealing with today?
It was rough.
I just have to sit there on the sidelines. I don't know what I can do about it, most of it, but everybody just goes to you. I mean, I
guess it's like maybe I'm all they have. I don't know. I'm just tired. That's it. I want to help people. I do. I hope I don't come off like,
well,
I hope it comes out right.
I mean,
anyway, that's what I've been dealing with this week. I hope I'm not an ugly crier. No comments about my cry face because I know it's going to be, was it bad? It's probably so bad.
I don't think so. You weren't like boo-hooing.
Yeah, but my chin was probably quivering. I'm already regretting it. See, this is very vulnerable for me.
Well, yeah.
I don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm regretting it already.
It's crazy.
Can we reshoot? Anyway, enough about me. I love you.
I love you too. I don't know. I try to make it better as much as I can.
You do. You don't add to it. That's for sure.
Well, that's something, I guess.
Yeah. Sure. How's it feel to be married to a man?
Huh?
You said I'm like a dude.
You're like a dude. You're clearly not a dude. Emotionally, maybe a little bit, which is probably I can handle that. Yeah, you're just put together. I mean, you and I are a lot alike in a lot of ways. Like, we, not to just kind of keep harping on this stuff, but like we get things done. I feel like if something needs to happen, you 100% are like that. And I'm like that too. Just kind of a go-getter, do it yourself. Don't really ask for help. I think it's okay to ask for help. People should be able to ask for help and know when to ask for help, but also, just handle your business too. I think we're both kind of like that.
Yeah. And the weight for me comes mostly from certain family members the most.
Yeah.
My friends don't weigh me down, but they do, but that's how relationships work. It's how it's supposed to be.
When you're dealing with the constant weight from the family members, which it is literally like your friends don't do that like all the time. Like sometimes people need stuff, which is fine, but like your family members need stuff all the fucking time. Constantly. constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, we won't say any names, but I mean, it is constant. It's like you are always, every single week, if not every day, it's like they need something. And so then you feel this enormous pressure or whatever, you start, it start building up. And then when you have a friend who at a very reasonable rate, you know, needs some help or advice or whatever it might be, you know, it's just like, fuck, it's too much, you know, but it's not most people, it's just some, you know, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know how else to say it.
I mean, I think it used to be even worse than it is now. I think my boundaries helped some, but not a lot. And it's just still heavy. And maybe, again, I'm a weak ass little, you know what now.
Well, no, you're not. And I don't know. That's why you're in this position, because you're not, because everybody goes to you because you're a rock. I mean, I don't know. The only really alternative that I can see is you just being cold as hell to everybody and telling everybody to fuck off, which might be what I would do, but I like to think I wouldn't, you know.
I can't do that.
It's just hard when, you know, when your own mental health is being affected because of everybody else. Eventually, you just got to tell people to fuck off. God. I don't know. Is that too harsh?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. It's tough. I guess it's tough because they're not being nasty and everything. But, you know, it's like you said, and you have tried to set the boundaries, but I guess they just don't hold. I don't know.
Yeah. And then, you know, it's just, sometimes they really do need you. And that's fine when they really need it.
And that there is why you don't, probably why you don't open up to me
anymore.
Yeah,
that's exactly why.
Because that's my advice usually. But I've gotten better. I have learned through, like, we've done some therapy and stuff ourselves. Like, we've been through a lot, you know. I'm not ashamed to admit that, you know, but I've learned through some of those practices that men want to fix things. And women don't always need things fixed. They just want to talk about whatever's bothering them. So you want to talk, you can talk.
You know who?
I won't try to fix it.
You know who? Sheila would be so proud. Oh, what if she watches this?
Oh yeah, that's funny. All right, well, I do try to make things better. We went to Waffle House the other night.
It was
late.
so freaking. Can we do it again?
You were dying to go to Waffle House, and I was like, I really didn't want to go, but I'm always down for a meal at the end of the day. So
it was
literally the end of the day. It was like
good.
Midnight. Went to Waffle House.
So good. Yeah. Do y'all have a Waffle House near you? Let us know in the comments, because that's not like, it's not everywhere.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. We were in Germany and we were talking about, I don't think we talked about this on the podcast last time, but when I was in Germany, they have this like, it's like shaved meat or whatever. And they put them in these, like, I can't even say meat around you, and you get you start laughing.
No, I was waiting on you to say
the meat?
Street meat.
Oh yeah. No, well, I don't know. I don't think anybody else called it there, but to me, I was like, this is like German street meat, you know, because they have these little carts and stuff all over the place, and we don't have that here. And I was talking to a friend from the UK, and he was like, yeah, that's like super normal. He was like, it's definitely not like a delicacy or anything, but I'd like to have the option. And I was like, yeah, we don't have that there, but it was all over the place. And I did get one at like 2 a.m. You know, it was like in a pita, and they just stuffed it.
Is it lunch meat?
It's not lunch meat. It's like steak kind of. It's just it's like this big cone, and they just shave it like right there. I don't know. I'll have to show you a picture.
It's probably like the U.S. version of a hot dog.
Well, that's what I told Paul, who's from the UK. I was like, you know, we have street meat, but it's just hot dogs. You know, maybe a sausage if you're lucky.
Well, Key West has hot dogs.
Well, no, all cities pretty much have. You could probably go downtown
New York.
Columbia and probably have a hot dog stand. You know, that's your late night street meat.
We have a lot of food trucks though, but that are actually really good.
Yeah.
There's a Mexican one on number 1.
But Waffle House, I'll take Waffle House probably over all that.
Can we go again?
Any day.
I remember they were short staffed.
I want to go. I was thinking today, I ran into our buddy out there earlier. I think we should go somewhere later tonight and grab a beer and bite to eat.
I know, but this was late night. This was like we had dinner.
Can do that. We just got to pick up. So we got to pick up our daughter, who's going to a dance, her first high school dance.
Oh, by the way, it's homecoming. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but Shane has been preparing his whole life to do the dad scare for any boy that comes to our door. Like literally, he's trained for this. And while he was in Germany,
physically and mentally.
yeah, while you were in Germany working, a boy came to our door and asked Macy to homecoming. It was the sweetest poster that he made. It was like Chick-fil-A theme. It said, "You're the only chick I want to go to Hoco with." And he had like Chick-fil-A on it, and he bought her a Chick-fil-A meal, her favorite meal. They are just friends, allegedly going as friends. They've known each other since like elementary school. I'm glad they're going as friends. But Shane missed it. He did not get to intimidate or sit on the porch and stare. I tried to get our son to do it. He wouldn't do it either. And they have talked a big game her whole life. Kobe has always been like, you just wait till you get a boyfriend, blah, blah, you know. And then when it came down to the moment, I'm like, Shane's gone. Come on, go out there and sit on the porch.
why
And he was
wouldn't he
like,
do
no,
it?
he wouldn't. And he's just like, he wouldn't have done it if you were here. I don't think
Me?
I don't think he would have done it.
Oh, yeah. I would have definitely been out there.
He
You
was
kidding
so
me?
nervous.
I asked her, I said, why? I said, did he know I was out of town? Very convenient.
Yeah, I guess he
that
could have
came
waited to
in-
this week.
Yeah, I mean, it was like right before I came back.
Maybe he did.
Very convenient.
But
I'm
it was
just
sweet.
saying.
His mom was there, drove
I
him.
wouldn't go too hard on, they're very young, and
Freshmen.
so I wouldn't go too hard, but I did ask her. I was like, when am I going to get to meet this boy so I can judge him based on his handshake?
We're not even allowed to go to pictures tonight. For some reason, her friend's mom is, but we are not. I guess we aren't cool anymore, or like whatever.
I think she's
know.
afraid of what I might say.
Oh, you might have ruined it for me. I'm like, dang, I want to see her, take homecoming pictures, and now we're both barred. Should we pop up? No, I don't want to ruin her whole night.
No. Yeah, I don't know. She is a freshman, and this is the time I've been thinking about since she was born. Not really ready for it. It's different when your little girl goes off and starts, I don't know, I can't say dating. She's not like dating right now, but
She could be, but she's not. She's actually actively made that choice, which I think is great because 9 times out of 10, it is fun, I guess, and it's cute to feel liked, and like those butterfly feelings, like some of the best feelings in the world, and early love. It's like, till about 6 months hits. I've timed it. That's the time. But,
yeah, that's probably accurate.
it's not going to amount to anything typically. 9 times out of 10, no high school sweethearts. I mean, the success rate there is pretty low. So I've just told her, like, have fun with your friends. Like, talk to, just go all have fun. Like, there's no need in being in these serious, like, tied down relationships in high school. It's just wild.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Such a
but
waste.
It's tough telling a child that,
But she's made that decision on her own. It's not like a banter. She's like, I could, but I just don't
Well,
want to deal with it because it's so much drama. Because, if you're a female, you start dating a guy, and then a guy nobody cared about, right? And then as soon as you are dating him, it's like it's like which girl can get him to cheat, which girl can take him from you. I mean, that is, and you're a dude, but that is high school dating
drama.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, good for her. We don't need that drama. All right, we got some questions. Let's get to some of these. But first, a quick word from the sponsor, Aqara. Thank you for sponsoring this podcast. Aqara is one of my, if not my favorite smart home brand. They make all kinds of smart home products. I want to share their newest video doorbell today that they recently came out with, the G410. This is a great doorbell. It's probably the best video doorbell, in my opinion, with native HomeKit secure video support. That means you could just use your own iCloud account if you have an iCloud Plus account, and save recordings in there. It has local storage on an SD card, so you don't have to get a subscription or anything like that. And you can also use the doorbell camera as a hub and connect all kinds of other sensors and stuff to it, which is what I did for a friend. So if you're just getting started, like, you can literally get this as a great starting place. And yeah, just good quality. I saw them at IFA, and they had some really cool stuff coming out too. In the near future, they have a new doorbell coming out, which is like a kind of a pro model. And that one you can connect over Ethernet, which I know you're super excited about.
Yeah.
That was a joke. But they got a PoE version coming out soon. But the current G410 is a great video doorbell. It can run off batteries completely if you don't have doorbell wiring, which is a benefit for some people. If you can wire it, I would. That way you don't have to worry about replacing the batteries. Just replace your existing doorbell with this thing. And get notified when that new iPhone comes from UPS like we had today.
And I will say wife approved prices. So that's one good thing. And I also saw someone say that their customer service is really good. So to me, that's what's important to spouses is price. And then, if you spend your hard-earned money in something is not working or broke or whatever, things happen. You get sent the wrong item. They have good customer service.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's get to some questions here real quick. And if you want to submit a question, first I'll say go over to our website. There's a link in the show notes or down in the video description, and you can submit questions anonymously, or you can tell us who you are. It's up to you. We did get a couple of anonymous questions, so we'll start with these. Whew. Today was kind of heavy. I feel like. All right, let's get to some questions.
I feel better, though. I think.
You feel better? Well, good. Okay. Hopefully we don't rehash anything.
I'm going to put my phone on airplane mode so nobody messes us up.
There you go. Yeah, airplane mode, and let's go have a beer after this. All right. Question number 1. That was very interesting conversation last week about respect. Shane, I noticed you tell Caroline to not roll her eyes at you. Do you find that to be disrespectful of her? Caroline, is there anything that Shane does that you find disrespectful or extremely annoying? Two very different things there. I guarantee you there's something I do that's annoying. Disrespectful, hopefully not. Sorry, back to the question. Besides smart home automations, he said, that you would like for him to work on or do better. And this question was anonymous. I will start with the first part of that question. I noticed you tell Caroline not to roll her eyes at you. I was like totally just kind of kidding around when I said that. I was not.
That doesn't bother you?
Did you roll your eyes?
Probably. It was all in good fun.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Yeah, I wasn't like, I didn't find that like disrespectful or anything. I was just like, don't roll your eyes, Yeah.
That was my way of answering your question. Yeah, but you wanted a real answer.
Not a big deal at all to me. As you said, do you find that to be disrespectful? Not in that sense. I mean, I suppose you could do it where it would be disrespectful, but I don't know. Intent is everything. Yeah. Like with anything, whatever you're saying or doing, intent is everything. I think we know each other so well.
Like if you were telling me I love you, and I was like that would be awful.
That would be a big problem.
I've seen that though.
Damn.
Yeah. Not with us. But
not. I would never do that. That would be a problem for sure. But no, all about intent. We're good. Did not find that disrespectful. Right. And then they said, is there anything that Shane does that you find disrespectful or extremely annoying that you would like for him to work on or to do better?
Shane doesn't disrespect me.
This is therapy here.
You don't really disrespect me, I don't think.
Well, ever. Good. I hope not.
I mean, again, like every now and then, if we have like a really bad knockdown drag out, like bad one, that a cuss word might slip, but you're not disrespectful.
Let's clarify, because people probably from all over the world watch this. I don't know how much the stuff we say is like Southern or just how we talk, but when you say knockdown drag out, we're not physically. It's not a physical thing. Like. She says knock down. I don't know. Like I assume that might just be the way you talk, and some people might take that literally. Just to be clear, knock down, drag out. The way she says it is just it means a big fight.
Yeah, like every now and then something.
You're Southern as hell. You got to clarify.
You just said hell. You're Southern. Oh. Anyway, every now and then I say both of us have let something slip. Just because it's like we're that upset. Typically, maybe we'd mumble it or walk away or something every now and then. But like he doesn't do anything to disrespect me.
Yeah, I told you one time, like I can't remember, like I don't know if our son was in a fight or something was going on, but or maybe I don't know. There was some reference point, and I was like, I've said so much shit about you or to you, like walking away or in the other room that
You told me that one day.
Yeah, I told you that. Yeah, like, and you were like, really? I was like, yeah. I mean, because like. again, emotions are going, and this is over obviously years. We don't fight a lot these days.
But you had to get it out, so you're up here talking to
Oh
yourself.
yeah, like if you piss me off, like I'm not gonna call you a B word or something to your face, but I might go in another room. I might mumble it under my breath or something. That's the respect thing that we were talking about last week. Like I have enough respect in our relationship, in you not to say that to your face. Like I would regret that. It would just not be a good thing. So I'll do whatever I got to do to avoid, crossing that line. That's just where the respect comes in.
Well, I don't ever want to like make you feel bad or like hurt. I guess I try not to hurt your feelings. Anyway, there is stuff you do that annoys the hell out of me.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to tell you it.
I'm sure.
And we've talked about it on here before. Like you every day this week, and this might be part of my mood problem, because I haven't been getting good sleep.
Don't be blaming me now. You've already blamed everybody else in your life.
Because,
you can't put this on
heck
me.
no. Because you have been cutting lights on at 5 a.m. And like, like do y'all know, like you have your alarm set for a certain time and you get woke up before that. So I have been woken up at 5 or whenever your alarm's going off, 5:30, and I cannot go back to sleep. And I'm woke up, not necessarily from the noise, but you're cutting lights on. And that makes me extremely nervous about this light strip project you want to do because I'm afraid it's going to wake me up. Like,
nope. If I had lights that were coming on automatically underneath the bed in certain places, the reason the lights are getting cut on because I can't see a damn thing, and I'm going to bust my ass. And so I'm just actually...
You're in there brushing your teeth with the bathroom door open and the light on at 5 a.m. I have had restraint this week to not get out of that bed and kung fu you.
You didn't show much restraint this morning. You did holler
because
at
I've
me.
been dealing with it all week. I'm trying not to say anything because I know you like can't see, but
you know what I'm
maybe
doing?
you should pick your outfit out the night before until you get your lights installed.
I am so tired. Like I said it this morning because you were hollering at me.
I didn't holler.
Okay, whatever.
Country bumpkin.
So I get up way earlier than you every day, and I most often go to bed later than you. So you never have to deal with stumbling in the dark, and I always do. So I'm going to do these automations, and I won't have to stumble in the dark. I'll be able to see where I'm going. I'm not going to have to cut on the bathroom light.
Do you know what I do?
Who is this person? Anonymous. You just started some stuff
here.
I'm going to stop cursing.
God, I know. You're like on one. So do you know what I would do in the situation? I don't
because you don't ever get up before 9
Okay,
a.m.
but that is not true. I would use my phone light. I am so respectful of you when you're in that bed and you're sleeping good. I do not want to wake you. No, you're not. And another thing you've been doing all week is not, it's bad enough, brushing teeth, light, bathroom light on, all that whatever. That's one thing. And then you slam the door.
It is pitch black.
What's that got to do with slamming the door?
Because I can't see where the damn door frame is.
You get this brand new iPhone. It's got a flashlight feature. You can even make it pointy and wide.
You know how long I've been fumbling around in the dark with my iPhone flashlight? I am sick and tired of it. I am putting lights in there.
Do it, but I'm worried. I am worried it's going to wake me up because the bathroom light is going to wake me up.
It's not going to wake you up. It's not going to wake you up. That is the whole point. So we're going to come back to this podcast. I'm going to do a video about this, like on YouTube. And we're gonna see how you feel about it afterwards. I want to give you a week or so after I do all these automations. You're not gonna want to, but see, that's like I wanted to do like some kind of challenge, which I might still figure out a way to do that. But like, you're not even going to be affected by it, other than me not waking you up, because you never get up early enough for it to before me.
I had my alarm set for 6 today.
You never get up before me, and you never go to bed after me. So like those kinds of automations would not benefit you.
But you know why I think this is a problem? Like why it's like come to a head is because of that light strip that you had in the bathroom under the cabinets not working. So can't we just do that? Yes. Why do we have to put them under the bed?
Yes, I already got one to replace that. That's going to be part of it. So that was a huge one. So that.
Oh, wait, we already have them under the bed. So why do we have to do it under the bed automation? Why can't we just go back to that strip?
So I am going to put one underneath the bathroom, but I have to always walk to get in there to trigger it. But that's probably why it's been worse, actually. Like I didn't even think about that. So that one, stopped working I ripped it down. I'm going to replace it. I do have a new one. But yeah, so I would always fumble my way into the bathroom and then use my foot to trigger the motion sensor so that would come on and I can actually see what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what I always use.
You're adding this smart home stuff is adding to my stress level.
Don't be blaming me and my smart home stuff.
I'm sure every single wife, don't make me name call them to get them to comment. Call them out. They will all leave a comment about the torture. Yeah, I mean, it is worse for you. I will say, I will give you that. It is worse.
That's why.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I can't see. Like I literally can't even. Yeah. So that was kind of a savior. So that's a pretty important one. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video about this. We'll report back and tell you just how wrong she was and how she really loves these automations. So stay tuned for that, y'all. All right, we're getting pretty close to the end here. We've been going on for a while. Let's do one more question. And I always like to do tech of the week, but I think this question will kind of tie in. I can tie in tech of the week at the end of this. The question is from Michael in ATX. I'm assuming that means Austin, Texas.
No idea.
That's what I'm thinking. Anyways, hey, Shane and Caroline. So I have my first set of Gray Wind Eve smart blinds, the zebra ones. They come in next week. Super stoked. They are just for the master bedroom. Would I love to do the whole house in smart blinds? You betcha. However, only the master bedroom has been wife approved. Shane and I have watched a lot of your videos on smart blinds, and it has helped guide me to what will work best for us. Can y'all talk about the approval process and what percentage is Caroline buying into smart shades?
I've got it. So you putting those in the bedroom are going to change your life.
See, it's all about your
It
sleep.
is.
Every week, everything is like, don't mess with my sleep. Improve
It
my
is
sleep.
like that. Sleep is so important. It is important for me to function and be a happy human.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Actually,
Yes.
speaking of that, I would like you to put some little strips in the corner to make it darker.
Okay. Yeah, I tried with those. Anyways,
all right, we're going to go on. So you putting those in there, I think, is all you're going to need. But I'm going to give you a little tip. Tip of the day is tell her that she no longer has to dust blinds. I mean, I get liking the look of blinds. We had like what are those called? Not
they're
plantation.
Venetian style blinds. That's assuming they're coming from something like that.
Yeah,
they might
but
not have anything up there.
Yeah,
at
maybe
all.
we do have friends that have no blinds, but like I liked the slat blinds, the way they looked. We had the thicker wooden ones, not the cheaper version. And I like the look of it, like from the outside of the house and all that stuff. I think it looks good. But we have a very open floor plan, and our kitchen is kind of like open to our living room. It's open to everything, really. And so when we cook, that grease gets on the blinds. So first of all, dusting blinds in a normal situation where the kitchen isn't near it is hard. It's annoying. It's like, it takes forever. But ours isn't like dust that you can wipe off. Dust, it's grease from cooking and dust. So it takes like elbow grease. Like it's almost to the point where I wanted to just throw them all away and start over or put curtains up because we have so many windows. So I think tip of the day for you, if the master bedroom doesn't completely sell it, which I think it will, is going to be tell her she doesn't have to dust. There'll be no dusting involved.
I think that was the final selling point for you.
We just
with
did
the
it.
living room. Yeah, that was not that long ago because I used the Venetian style blinds and I had them kind of retrofitted to be smart, which was great for a long time with the switch spot things. But decided to try some roller shades and you were like, yeah, let's try it so I don't have to clean them.
Because they were gross. They just need to be
gross and
thrown
dusty,
away.
like all the time. They're hard to clean, and the roller shades are like way easier to clean. And turns out you really love them.
We got
you
zebra.
got the zebra style too.
But I didn't want zebra. What did I want? I wanted the fancier ones. And I might make you change them.
Oh damn, the Roman style.
I love the Roman. I feel like the zebra too. The zebra, but the Roman. It's almost like decor. Yeah. So I'm very mild on decor. We just don't have furniture to like even decorate. Like I would love to be able to decorate like for Christmas more, but I don't have any furniture.
We don't need no more stuff.
But anyway, I feel like the Roman is just like decor almost.
Yeah, the Roman style looks good if you can find them like smart.
Show her those. Like she might like zebra she probably has a different style than me, but definitely if she bites, show her the different styles for the other rooms in the house, like the living room. Like she might not want zebra in the living room.
To the approval process, like for us, for those specifically, once I was like, kind of seeing what I get away with, like, hey, what about changing all these shades? And I think she was just like, yeah, if I don't have to deal with cleaning these anymore, let's do it.
It took years though.
So yeah, that was step one. And then step two was just, showing her the website and being like, okay, so what style do you like? I want smart shades. So it has to be one of these style right here, and then like from there, I just kind of let her pick. Didn't really care too much.
But the bedroom is what started it. If you wouldn't have done we did the bedroom and how long is it? And we just, a month ago, 2 months ago, did every window in our living room. And it took me forever to pull the plug, but I was just so tired of cleaning them because they were so nasty. It's not like a typical house where if the kitchen's in its own little area, it's not gonna.
Well, Michael might be, he's installing smart shades here soon, next week he said, so maybe it'll sell her on more. But yeah, they're super nice. And coming from the Venetian style too, this is something that surprised me, and I mentioned this in my video where we replaced all the living room blinds and stuff. I was really surprised at how much better they are at blocking out the sunlight.
They are.
I thought, the Venetian style blinds still would pretty much block out the sun, which, I mean, they did okay enough job at that. But man, when I put up those like 100% blackout zebra shades and close them all the way, it just gets significantly darker in there and also keeps the house much cooler. I've definitely noticed that in the hot summer days. So yeah, it was definitely a win here all around.
There you go. You can tell her it'll save on the light bill.
Yeah, it probably could probably save on electricity because, I mean, I'm telling you, if you have as many windows as we do and the sun like literally blasts that side of the house all afternoon every day during the summer, it really does heat up the house. So there's no doubt in my mind that those shades help keep that pretty much least cooler major portion of the house cooler. So yeah, so I will just go with smart blinds as the tech of the week this week because, I mean, I've been saying this for a long time. People often ask me, what's your favorite, smart home product, which is really hard to say because there's so many things that I use and enjoy. But I do think that smart shades, I often answer that question with smart shades because that is the one thing that it's just like a game changer. Something about the smart shades. I've got these are smart shades right here. Something about them just.
Are those Eve?
No, these are Lutron here, but I've used.
You had Eve in here, right?
There's Eve at one point. We've got Eve, Lutron, Brignox is the ones we recently did, and then Smart Wings. I've got a bunch of them.
Do you know what my tech of the week was going to be? I had one today.
Oh, no, I don't.
It was going to be the Smart Wings shades on the back porch.
Oh, well, shit.
Because when I was drinking my beer and actually watching YouTube yesterday, I could not see the TV very well because the sun, again, back of the house gets sun. So I put all those blinds down and voila.
Boom. There you have it.
That's nice too. If you have a back porch, like screened-in porch, put them out there,
some outdoor shades. There you go. Wife approved. Yeah, I did. I've got a couple videos on those. Maybe I'll link those down in the show notes of some of the past videos I've done on my smart shades, but we've got them outside. We've got them inside. I think pretty much every room now in our house that has a window.
Except the front of the house.
Pretty much all of the bedrooms and major rooms have the smart roller shades of some brand at this point. And they're just a game changer. Like I said, when you can automate those to open and close with sunrise and sunset, because I was the person that would walk around every day and close every blind manually. So I love that, and something about it just feels like kind of luxurious.
Well, it's also like it's like a party trick, when you have people over and you shut all the blinds. They're like, "What is that? What?"
Yeah, or like a lot of times I have them set to just close at sunset, so like I don't even do anything. We'll just be sitting around and everything starts closing.
Yeah, I know.
It's good. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. It's fun. I mean, that's nice. That's one of the best things, right? Why you say it sarcastically like that? I'm trying to follow.
Because
You
we've
just
had
said
the
you like 'em.
conversation about the automations with the blinds that used to make me mad. The automation, because sometimes I don't want them to shut at 6 p.m. Sometimes I don't want them to open at 6 a.m. I'd like to be able
Oh,
to
you don't
manually
like
control
automation.
it. You
Okay.
know that.
I think you just, I think you just need another beer. Let's go get a beer.
Don't be disrespectful.
Okay, sorry. Don't roll your eyes at me.
I didn't.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching and listening to our rambling today. We were all over the place. It got a little deep, I guess, there at one point.
I'm
You
like
feeling
embarrassed.
Okay?
No,
You feeling better?
I feel very vulnerable and I don't like it. And I almost feel like we should not post it. It's a weird feeling. You talk about people watching you people are watching that we know.
Yeah.
And it feels weird
how about
because I
this?
don't talk in real life about much of this. Again, Mariko, Lauren, like some close friends. I'll eventually come out and talk because I think it's good. But I'm having a little anxiety about it.
Well, I'll let you watch it back. If you're not comfortable posting it, we won't.
I hope it helps somebody.
Somebody out there might get some benefit from
that
hearing
you're
it,
not
maybe.
alone.
If nothing else, hopefully you feel better after letting it out, whether it gets posted or not. And, I've been kind of doing this YouTube thing for a while. And if anybody has anything else bad to say, well, you know my answer to that.
Yeah. Okay, I don't care about bad comments or any of that. It's just more of me talking about feelings that I don't talk in real life with people, but I'm about to post this on the interwebs too.
Well,
I don't know. It's like real life.
The real ones will be there no matter what, and everybody else can.
I love my friends and family.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
And thank you to our sponsor, Aqara, for sponsoring today's video and supporting us on this journey. You guys are the best, so appreciate that.
Yep. Leave a 5-star review if you're enjoying this. Subscribe. Do all the things.
Ask a question.
Yeah, drop us some questions, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.